PipSnipers here, back for another update. Let's take a look at Bitcoin over here. We're going to take a look at the bullish and the bearish scenario. And I think Moon Boys are celebrating a little bit too early. Okay, the reason I say that is because we haven't had a full breakout yet. Okay, now I'm going to show you the bullish and the bearish scenario, and we're going to hop down right we're going to hop right down to the small time frame, and I'm going to show you exactly what the market maker is doing. So, first and foremost, let's get the bearish scenario out of the way, right? And then we'll save the bullish scenario for last. So this is the bearish scenario right here. Actually, we'll take a look at the bullish scenario first. This is the bullish scenario right here, right? So now the bullish scenario, it states that this is a WXY correction, and then our wave 4 is done, and we're ready to have our wave 5 to the upside, right? This was just a WXY correction, so it's a WXY. And you're going to have a 3-wave move within each of the waves. So you have your A, B, C, you have your A, B, C, and then you have your A, B, C, and then you grind up from there, right? Now, the problem that I have with this scenario is that when we go down to the hourly time frame, you see how we only went up here within a 3-wave move, and then we went down within a 3-wave move as well, and then went up in a 5-wave move. You see what I'm saying? So this could be, it's hard to make a bullish case because this move off of the 50% fib is not it doesn't look impulsive. It looks corrective, and the waves are overlapping a bit, right? If we go back up to the 4-hour time frame, right? The bullish scenario would be that this is your wave 1, this is your A, B, C for your wave 2, and then we're currently within our wave 3 to the upside. This is your subwave 1 of 3. You come down for a B towards the 1.236% extension, and then come down for a subwave 2 of 3, likely around 56,534, around this region over here. The other scenario would be that we continue to see the move up above 68,500, 68,400 to 68,500 region located right over here. Getting a daily close above would mean that we're just going to continue up with this subwave 3 of 3 and then grind our way to the upside going into the end of the year. Now, I showed you the bullish scenario. As you guys can see, we have hit the 50% fib right over here for our wave 4, measured from our wave 2 low up to our wave 3 high. So if you take a fib down from this low over here up to this high, you can see that we have hit the 50% fib. It is a common target for a wave 4. But if you're a moon boy, don't celebrate too early because we haven't broke out yet, right? We're still at trendline resistance, and we could still have the turn down, right? So this is the bullish scenario. Sorry, this is the bullish scenario over here. And I'm going to show you the bearish scenario now. And after the bearish scenario, what we're going to do is we're going to jump down to the 10-minute time frame, and we're going to see the range the market maker is trying to manipulate. Okay, so this is the bullish scenario. This is the bearish scenario right over here. Okay, just like that. The bearish scenario states that we're not done our wave 4 yet. Okay, this is a bullish descending broadening wedge, and instead of a WXY correction and then blast, it's going to take a little longer, right? So this would be your A wave down, your B wave, your C wave, your D, and then you have your E wave down towards the 61.8% fib, sitting at around 43 to 44K. Now, in the world of technical analysis, I'm not purely giving you my opinion, but I'm showing you the data at hand. And so far, all we have here since the August bottom on the 4th is just a 3-wave move, right? And we have a 3-wave move within each of the waves, right? ABC, 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 and then you have your A, B, and then your C, right? So we'll see which way we go. If we get a daily close above 68,453 and then have a sustained break above it, then it's likely we're doing the bullish scenario, right? And then we're going to continue up for our subwave 3 of 3, 4 of 3, 5 of 3, and so forth. Okay. Now, what we can actually do is come down here to the small time frame. But before I do that, I want to point towards your attention that if we take a fib from our wave 2 low up to our wave 3 high, we can see that we've already hit the 50% right over here. We already hit it. But there is a possibility we come down towards the 618 and then have the real breakout going into next year. There's a very big possibility of that. Now we see the S&P 500 rallying, the Dow Jones is reaching new highs, the Nasdaq is up, but there needs to be an excess amount of liquidity in the system in order to prop crypto up, right? And I think that with a sufficient amount of rate cuts, I think we can definitely get that in 2025. Okay, now that's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal bias. So definitely don't forget the bullish scenario. So let's take a look at the small time frame over here. We'll go down to the 10-minute, and we'll take a look at a few types of analysis that I had marked out over here. So what we have over here, so I'll actually jump down to the 5-minute time frame, and I'm going to show you the range that market makers have been using since Tuesday. So over here, you have this range, and then all of a sudden at 10:30 a.m., you have this huge spike up above the range, and a whale offloads $600 million in Bitcoin in one clip. So I think the market maker exited over here, right? Went back down below the range. So it swept the range highs, market maker exited, came down towards the range lows, and then we shot up one more time. And then the next day, Jane Street Algos, or in other words, Jane Street Capital, they're located in New York. They have these sell algos that they like to use in the crypto market, and they've been doing this for at least a decade. All right, they even do this with the Indian markets as well. And Jane Street Capital is not the only firm that does this, right? So market maker exited over here after this sweep, and then the next day we had what's called our up thrust after distribution, and Jane Street sell wall kicks in to prevent the short squeeze at 10:30 a.m. It's always 10:30 a.m. when the algos kick in for Jane Street. That's likely just when they get into the office, right? So you can see that there's a concerted effort to keep the price down below 68,000, right? There's a sell wall located over here, and we can see that with the heat map data, right? This is the heat map data right over here. We'll jump up to the 30-minute time frame. You see this you see this sell wall right over here? Quantity is sitting at around 500 to 600 Bitcoin. I'll show you right over here. Right? 573, 575. There's a huge sell wall here. That's the Jane Street sell wall that appeared at 10:30 a.m. Right over here. Right over here. This was on Wednesday. And then yesterday in Asian session, we had a sell wall right over here. Dumped the price, came back up one more time, and then I had another sell wall right over here, right? So there's a concerted effort to keep the price down. There's one just at 68,100, totaling up to 300 in Bitcoin position sizing. Okay, So as you can see, there's a concerted effort to keep the price down. Will retail win? That is the question on everyone's mind. Will retail win or will Wall Street win this? Okay, because there's many hurdles for retail to jump over in order to bring the price up. When we come here towards the velo data, which in my opinion is one of the most important sets of data that I have here. Okay, taking a look at the velo data from October 10th, we can see that during this whole entire rise, market makers have been distributing their spot bags during this whole entire move up, right? We can see short liquidations at the top, which fit the criteria of a pending reversal. We have open interest increasing with price, CVD increasing with price. And what does that mean? That means that the price is inflated through perpetual contracts and the market makers are selling their spot bags into the rise. Now, what would constitute a healthy rise? Well, we would see number one, spot increasing, right? They wouldn't be selling into the rise. And we would also see a healthy level of open interest. And we would also see CVD increasing not at such a rapid rate, but at a steady rate, right? And we also see volume divergence here. So although we're making higher highs, we're having lower highs on the volume. There's volume divergence. Volume has flatlined, okay? Just want to point out this information for you, right? I'm not here to purely give you my bias, but I'm here to show you the data at hand. And yeah, so if market maker is selling, if the price is rising, that means they're distributing their spot bags on the way up, and they're getting the price to become inflated through perpetual contracts. It's all rigged, the markets. And when you look at this data, you can really see how rigged the market is, right? Coming back to this Bitcoin chart that I made here. This is another perspective you can take a look at, right? This is your bearish head and shoulders pattern. We'll put this guy over here, like that. Put this guy over here. All right. This is a bearish head and shoulders pattern right here. And we reached the 88.6% fib overnight in Asian session. Sorry, I believe it was London. Right over here. Right? 786886. And we would be targeting this inefficiency located at around 62,689 towards 63,744, right? Would be targeting an inefficiency over there. We have a bearish head and shoulders pattern with this third leg hitting the 1.236% extension. Okay, take a trend-based fib from here up to here and down to the pivot point, or I should say counter trend, and then we have a move towards the 1.236. Okay, so this is the bullish and bearish scenario. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Before I end the video, we'll take a look at some of the orders that are coming through here, and we'll also take a look at USDT dominance. Okay, I want you guys to be aware of market manipulation in about 2.5 hours. So today is October 18th, 8:17 a.m. Jane Street algos kick in at around 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so in about 2.5 hours. So just be mindful of this range that the composite operator is using in order to distribute their Bitcoin. Now, let's take a look at USDT dominance over here. And I don't think that USDT dominance has topped out yet. Okay. I know in my previous videos I did say that. However, looking at the way this is forming over here. It does look like we still have one more drive to the upside, right? So coming down from the bottom here, we had our ABC up for our W, ABC down for your X, A, B, C, sorry, your A, B, C up for your Y, hitting the 61.8% fib, measured from the very high, right, from the very high down to the low, from this high, right here, down to this low. You see how we hit the 618? I think we come up one more time towards the 702, towards trendline resistance, and then we fall from there. Okay? That is what I see, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated, but I don't always have time to update on YouTube, so definitely click the link in the description below to join the Discord. You guys get access to over 300 charts. You guys can ask me any question you want. It's an amazing community as well. Everyone collaborates with each other, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or if there's any changes towards the analysis, then I will try my best to keep you guys updated. But if you want to stay up to date, then I will be in the Discord. So I'll definitely see you guys there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out and take it easy. See you in the next one.